Hey, what's up guys? It's Jamie. Today we're going to be looking at the radio button for Angular Material. It's going to look something like this, and we're going to install it into our own site. If you don't know how to set up your own blank site in Angular Material, be sure to check out my tutorial on Angular Material Basics. With that said, we're going to get this first example working on our blank site. So I'm going to copy that, and before I paste it in the HTML, I'm going to quickly go inside the module file and import mat radio module, and then make sure that gets imported up here from Angular Material. Also make sure you have browser animations imported so that all the animations work. Okay, so I'm going to save that and head over to the HTML file and paste in that example from the site. Alright. So what I have going on here is a radio group which holds all of the radio buttons, and then each of the buttons has a value associated with it. So when the user clicks it, the value of the radio group will be set to whatever this value is. Okay, so let's check that out on our site. Alright, there it is. I'm going to pop open the developer tools. Okay, yep, so when you click these, they change the selected item, so that's great. Alright, the only other thing of importance that the radio docs say is that you can adjust the label position to either before or after. So right now on our site, they show up after, but if we go on this radio group and we say label position equals before, then refresh the page, we'll see that the options are now before the buttons. So there you go. Let's see if we can do something slightly more interesting than the example in the docs. I'm going to tie the radio button value to a model. So I'm going to say, I'm going to put a model here. I'll just call this my model. And then here I'm going to bind the value using ngModel to my model. And that'll make it so that the value of the radio buttons is synchronized with this model variable. The only other thing I need to do is go inside the app component and declare my model, and I'll set it equal to 0 initially. Oh, looks like we have an error. It says it can't bind the model to the radio group. That's because I forgot to import the forms module. So I'm going to go inside the module file and import forms module from Angular Forms, and then down here add it to imports as well. Okay, and with that we see we have this little 0 over here. So that 0 is this my model I added to the end. I'm going to put it in its own div so it's on its own line. Okay, so there's that model again, and then when we change this, it should change between 1 and 2. So you notice when the page loaded, it started out as nothing selected, and that's because the model was 0, which wasn't equal to either of these. If we wanted to have a default value selected, we can go back inside of the code and then set my model to be 1, and then option 1 will be selected by default. And there it is. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the radio buttons, you guys. Let me know if you like this video in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe for more videos like this.